always nice going into training knowing, I'm probably going to get fucked up today. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail, and definitely days like today, I am the nail for sure.
Fighting out of London, England, by way of Gladiator, Lithuania, Modestas Bukauskas, Bukauskas.
It is about 9 AM Tuesday morning. What are we up to? Where are we going?
We are on our way to Los Banditos Grappling Club to get some high-level jiu-jitsu rounds in. They show some really good techniques. The guys there are all very high-level. Like a lot of them have competed on like Polaris and CJI, and it's just good to broaden your horizons, learn new skills. Go to a place where you get your ass whooped all the time. It's always nice going into training knowing, I'm probably going to get fucked up today. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail, and definitely days like today, I am the nail for sure. But it helps me to level up, improve my skill set, because right now is the time where you're really going to make the most improvements to your overall game. Is out of camp. When you haven't got a fight coming up, you're not preparing for a specific opponent, you are literally just preparing yourself. So in camp, you're sharpening the blades of your skill set already, but now it's just like adding different weapons. I'm adding a mace to the collection. I'm adding Excalibur to the collection. So it's a hard session. It's a long journey into London, but these are sort of things that have to be done. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do I want to travel all the way into London, spend 2 hours, travel one way, 2 hours, travel the other way? Not really, but it's all for the greater good. It's all for a good cause. And if I can make myself even better on the floor to make it even more dangerous for these light heavyweights, then why not? Build it up now, innit? Talk to the walk up there. That's it playing. I thought that was just music in the background. Yes, Charles. Look at him, he's a fucking rock star, isn't he? Love that, you're good, yeah? Yeah, good to see you, man.
You have like I say, like a load of really high level guys, so get some really good rounds in there. Guys that that can really like push me in the jiu-jitsu spectrum. So I'm never going to be the best at jiu-jitsu, but I can get as close as I can to getting as good as I can, essentially. Because in MMA you've got to mix it all up, but being more wary of all the moves that may be pulled out in a fight is obviously only going to make me better as a fighter in the UFC. So sometimes you put yourself and force yourself to be in really shit positions in order to get better, but I embrace that now. Like, I want to make training as hard as possible so that obviously in the fight it's going to be as easy as possible.
How was that, mate?
Charles, it's always tough. Obviously, very good at wrestling, very good at jiu-jitsu. I think only one time I got anywhere close, but
You got the eyes, you got the ears. Next is the nose.
defending all of his stuff,
We got the mouth, yeah.
which is good for me. I found it hard to make openings against him, but obviously he's very good, very high level.
Years in the game with the big boss. I think I started with him. Maybe he was a blue belt before me actually.
We were blue belts at the same time.
Yeah.
And he just obviously overtook me massively.
Bro, he's big UFC, bro. I'm still down here.
He's at the top of the game in jiu-jitsu, so it's always good rolling with him. I always knew this man was talented since day one. You know what I'm saying? Always the hardest blue belt I ever rolled, man. And I just think, I'm big and strong. But then this guy, he fucking filled out properly. Gave up a couple of years. Now look at him. He's a tank.
2 tanks, bro. Olympia next.
Wait, what's this shot over?
was a very good session. I'm absolutely knackered right now, but yeah, it was very good training. They showed some nice little techniques, just from like a wrestling standpoint to get the guy on the floor. Did a little bit positional, and then obviously some open rounds at the end. Couldn't stay much longer because obviously I've got strength and conditioning coming up in the evening, but I got some good rounds in for what it was, and yeah, like obviously the guys are extremely high level, and they literally all they do is jiu-jitsu. So it's kind of one of them things where, as much as I'd want to be the best jiu-jitsu guy in the world, I know it's going to be a very tough task to be able to do that, because I think I'm naturally probably more of a better striker, even though it seems like wrestling I have quite a bit of a knack for. But you know, training with those guys and putting yourself in situations where you're not the best guy and you're like constantly it just makes you want to constantly level up. It humbles you. It makes sure that you know, it makes sure I have like a very developmental sort of mind process to want to just keep improving my game. And literally outside of camp, this is where most of the improvement happens in all areas of your martial arts, because in camp you're preparing for an opponent, but now I'm just training just to improve myself as an athlete and as a mixed martial artist. So training with high level guys like that, I mean, you can only get better. And I almost force myself, like I said it in like before my fight in Manchester, it's like feed the faith and starve the doubt, and the way to do that is by making yourself almost suffer a little bit. So the way I like to push myself is by forcing myself to be in situations where I'm not the best, where I constantly, you know, there'll be rounds sometimes where I just get beat up every single time, but it's the only way to sort of learn and improve and get better. And a very, very humbling experience. I always go back. It's always good because I go back from this training session, there's always a lot of things on my mind, thinking about how can I improve, what can I work on, what can I do better. And that's the mind process that you need in order to become a better mixed martial artist. And sometimes you feel like, oh, I wish I could just improve a lot quicker, but obviously if you're not doing it every single day, it's going to be hard to match those guys who do train like that. But that's why it's good. I always want to push myself against the best guys. You know, George St. Pierre talks about that all the time, you know, trying to compete with these guys in their own fields, and that's what's going to make me a better mixed martial artist. So, and it'll make me handle the guys that I'm fighting a lot better. So, you know, you can't not be happy with that. And I just love the whole process. Love the process of learning. Even like traveling into London, training with these guys. It's got a great atmosphere in there at Los Banditos. You know, a lot of great guys. Some guys I've been training with for many years as well. So. You know, even seeing their development and how much they've leveled up over the years is really inspiring. So, you know, if I can get out there and just compete with those guys, like, you know, that's good for me. So I just want to constantly keep improving, constantly level up, because especially right now when I haven't got a fight booked, that's when it's all going to happen. So yeah, it was a good session, and now I've just got to rest up and eat and get ready for strength and conditioning later. So it was a very good start to the day. That was my breakfast. My morning breakfast at BJJ, and the evening will be strength and conditioning. Yeah, so good vibes all around. Thank you guys, like I say, for tuning in. Please like, subscribe. There'll be plenty more content coming in your way very soon. So let's build the Baltic Gladiator family big. Let's go.